Yeah, definitely trying to help out the young guys more. I know Salim, he kind of filled in, did a great job. Even Q, sometimes he would go over there, kind of play that spot. But, Mike's been out a few weeks, but he hasn't, been absent. He's still been around. He's been coaching up the guys. He's an excellent leader as well, and just communication throughout the whole process.
You got a feel for him being a senior and missing a couple
Yeah,
of games.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of our whole motto too. Like if someone goes down, the next guy has to be ready to step up. We don't really we don't want to drop off from the guy behind. I think our guys that step up have done a great job this year throughout all the games. So just kind of try to continue to do that.
I'm assuming Mike's been pretty good.
Yeah, great, real great, yeah.
Matt, how does your mentality sort of shift when you're facing a mobile quarterback like Evans? Is it sort of are you on the field, are you playing differently than you play if you're playing a guy like Mason Rudolph or Mitch Trubisky, sort of more pocket passers?
I mean, throughout the year we've had a handful that can still move, that are still kind of dangerous with their feet. This guy's a real good runner for VTech. I mean, we don't change anything up. We're not going to, sit and kind of wait. We're still going to be aggressive, still do our same thing. Our whole thing too is we're going to dictate the tempo of the game with our defense. So, yeah, nothing really changes too much.
Matt, did you watch the game in real time with your teammates?
Yeah, the Miami game.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week. Yeah.
So what impressed you most about Virginia Tech's offense?
They do a lot of shifts of motions. I mean, they do a lot of trying to get you moving around. It's really a numbers game for them. If they could outnumber you on one side, they'll go to that read. They're athletic, and then number 45, the running back, kind of does it all for them. Seeing him the past 4 years, he's a great player. I'm just excited to try to get out there, just play again versus them.
Now, when you practice against your first team offense, or when you just are watching it on the sidelines, what impresses you the most about what it does and how hard is it to defend?
They're very explosive. I mean, our offense, we have one of the best offensive lines, I think, in the country. Our run game is, unbelievable. And then we can pass the ball, too. So really on all cylinders, we're hitting. It was real fun during camp, playing against them because we know how good they were, and kind of it was a challenge for us. And they do a good job, too, with a lot of shifts of motion as well. Our offense, they try to, same thing, kind of numbers game, try to get you outnumbered. Like I said, they were just real explosive, which was awesome.
So what I was getting at is, do you feel like in this game against Virginia Tech, having practiced and seen what Matt tries to do with your offensive guys, is that prepared you for Tech? Is Tech as close to a replication?
Yeah, no, it definitely helps out a lot when you can see that, on a day-to-day basis. It's not anything new, it's not anything foreign, so I think we'll be pretty prepared for it.
The tempo, is that a real challenge to handle?
I mean, maybe, but we've been seeing tempo. I kind of all year. It might be a little faster here and there, but our job is really just to stop them and not try to, tempo teams. Once they get it going, that's when kind of defense start getting on their heels. So we just got to stop it early. I think it won't be a problem.
Is that kind of where you come in, making those checks and making those changes as quickly as you can?
Yeah, I think all of us just try to get the signal and the play as fast as possible and try to relay that to the whole defense, just so we're all sitting lined up. You never want to see guys kind of standing up or not in a position when the ball's like that's just a problem. So just try to get everyone set and aligned early.
You were watching that game and Miami just starts blowing, or Virginia Tech starts blowing Miami out. Does that be rooting for Virginia Tech to win to help you guys? Does that fire you guys up?
I mean, we never really root for another opponent. I mean, I just like to see a great game, and it was pretty good throughout. It was exciting game to watch because then we play them later on as well. So it's good kind of seeing both those teams that we're going to face. But no, we'll never root for another ACC team, I think. So.
Was the whole team together?
Well, a lot of guys were here. A lot of guys had classes too because it was still during the week. But it was good to kind of get us all in here. It was a great atmosphere, kind of like a little movie theater to put the lights off and things. So it was good being all together.
That win, getting them back into the top 25. How big would that be for you guys? Do you think you could get your first win against a ranked team under coaching?
I mean, whether they're ranked or not, it's still a big game for us, I think. I mean, they're a great team. They're 5-2. They're just like us. And it's another ACC game. Our whole motto, too, is, each game is our biggest game. Whatever the next game is, that's a big game, whether they're ranked or not. So it's going to be a really good game, and, we're going to try to win.
Matt, did you see much film from what Syracuse was able to do that, beat them a couple weeks ago?
We have a couple games on the breakdown. It's not like we're just kind of focusing just on that game, but there definitely is, some plays that we'll take from that game, things like that, just like any other, kind of other games as well. So it kind of goes into that.
Given the Coastal Division standings, Matt, internally with you guys, how much of a greater importance has the Phoenix game taken on?
I think Good.
Oh, no, sorry.
No, it's huge. I mean, each game is just, it's huge, especially for the standings. What was I going to say? It's just, yeah. I mean, every game is just big, and we kind of control our own destiny. Everything's in our hands, and we try not to worry about too much of the outside, too much of what other teams are doing. Kind of, if we just, win each game, then, we're confident that we'll have the ball on our side.
Earlier, Pat said this is a must-win game.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you agree with that.
Yeah.
And how do you approach a game like that, knowing you must win?
Just more focus, especially at practice. I mean, you have to practice that. You can't just, slop around in practice all week and then all of a sudden go out there on Saturday or Thursday, whenever the game is, say, all right, it's time to play. It's a big game. You got to do that every single day. Every play, every period is just it's kind of mentality throughout.
So it seemed like Jordan's interception really changed that Virginia game for good. Is that the way you felt? And do you guys look to him to be that kind of game-changing talent? Do you need that from him?
That play was definitely huge. I think definitely for momentum. Going into the half, I think our offense, they started off the second half too, so it was just good to get those points, and then it kind of really, I think, shook up that quarterback a little bit, maybe for the second half, maybe being a little more tentative. And then Jordan, I mean, he's just a great player. We kind of expect him to make plays. I don't know if we would kind of look for kind of wait for a guy to make a play, but we know that he will make a play. That makes sense. He's definitely a game changer, so he's a great player.
You guys obviously put together a great second half, like we were just talking about, and you had some good first halves in the week beforehand.
Yeah.
So you haven't really put together a full game on defense since maybe Villanova. So how do you guys do that against a top ACC team?
We just gotta, like I said before, just practice, man. Really just be focused in the entire time, not just, we can start fast and then kind of taper off or vice versa. We gotta really put it all together and just start fast and finish strong throughout the whole game. So really just the focus and detail throughout the entire week.
I think I remember from the girls' kickoff back in August, they said that you DJ.
Yeah, a little self-proclaimed DJ. That's what I call it. It's fun. Well, in high school, I went to the Haverford School, all boys school. Kind of was really into the whole EDM scene. And then once I got to my freshman year, I got a speaker. I bought my own kind of little turntables and really just kind of took off from there. I guess I don't know. Really just loved it. It's a little side job, a little hobby.
How much time do you put in studying opposing offenses to do what you're able to do, and make all those calls? Because guys call you the quarterback.
Yeah, it's just a ton of film. There's not an X amount of hours. I think okay, if you watch 8 hours, you'll be good. It's just I kind of whenever it clicks, I feel like, and Coach Harley, Coach Con, Coach Dews, they've done a great job of kind of all their knowledge trying to relay that to us. And then myself and some of the older guys relay that to the younger guys. So things we've done a great job of just kind of knowing what they're going to do. Like I said, it's not a certain amount of time or hours, just kind of just whenever it clicks. But we've done a good job trying to having that click, I guess, early in the week, and then you're able to make corrections and kind of just keep finite and sharpening that blade is what we say.
So, is that something you fell in love with once you got to college and that film study became more important?
It's definitely a challenge. I'm kind of a perfectionist and like to compartmentalize things, with certain packages and certain things that we do, and it's definitely a challenge to try to, I have to get this right, it has to be perfect. We mess up one, I get real pissed off. There's a lot of guys on this team, and they get real pissed if they mess up a play, definitely in practice, so, yeah.
You feel like you honed in on Virginia Tech and you know exactly what they like to do?
Yeah, I think we know a lot of good things. There's going to be things that we didn't prepare for, that they're going to come out that they haven't shown at all in film, and we do a good job on the side, kind of making adjustments and stuff like that. So I think we'll be prepared for whatever we'll see.